Hey everybody, it's Andrew from Collective Intelligence. We're making a track from start to finish and we've got a little bit of a loop going on. Let's have a listen to it and we're going to continue working on the track. Cool. And what I have done off screen is a few things. I've actually normalized the key of everything because I did notice that I had everything on really obscure notes. So everything is now on the note of F. And I have made a few more sounds and I started playing around with some hi-hats, but I am going to show you what I've done. But first we are going to jump onto a serum patch, and I'm not going to keep doing a lot of stuff off of camera. I did just have a sort of first attempt at recording this, and the audio wasn't recorded properly, so I am not going to delete what I've done because I think that it's all relevant and I can just reverse engineer it. And then as for this, I just quickly put a delay on here, and I've got a dotted delay ping pong, and I've got a bit of a different sound going on with the emulation here. So basically this is emulating like different types of delays. So I've just got a 1/8 dotted delay and that's playing. So we're going to make some more bass sounds. So if we get serum and pull it in, and we've got it triggered, I've got my keyboard here, I can play notes. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to just show you the basic approach for anything sort of dubstep bass or drum and bass. You can use either square waves or saw waves for this, and I'm going to use basic shapes. I'm going to go to the square wave. I'm going to go down a couple of octaves. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and spread it wide. I'm going to detune it. I'm going to turn on oscillator B. I'm going to change that to basic shapes, and I'm going to make that a sine wave. I'm going to take the frequency modulation from this oscillator and apply it to this oscillator. I'm going to turn the level down. Now, this isn't a tutorial teaching you frequency modulation. I would recommend looking it up if you want a detailed explanation of what is happening. But essentially, this wave is being applied to this wave and it is modulating it, and that really doesn't help you understand too much, but you should check out some detailed explanations. So if I slowly turn this up, you'll hear what happens, right? And I can try dropping that down. If you go up, it gets kind of interesting, like high-pitched. And if I use a high pass, try band pass. Maybe we can make a real interesting sort of wobbly sound. That's quite cool. So what I'll do is I'll take a macro and I'll assign that to the filter cutoff. Maybe we'll let that open up just a little bit more. Yeah, that could be good. We'll send that through the delay and just see how we go with the spatial effect. Interesting. We're getting some pretty cool vibes happening with some of these instruments for sure. Cool. Yeah, the spatial effects work really nicely on that. So let's keep designing the sound a bit more. We could push some more distortion into it. Whoa. A bit. Just a little bit, you know, a little bit more distortion. Far out. That's probably a little bit much. Maybe we'll try. It's got a very interesting. Yeah, nice. And we could try. That's cool. We could try some different shapes. Let's play the kick and the snare. Let's go ahead and draw a MIDI pattern for it. So we'll just hold down an F, I think, and we'll just sustain that. We'll go all the way, and we'll just legato the whole thing. That's pretty wubby. So that's something that we could use. We can keep playing around with the it's a bit fast. Don't really want all those so much coming through with it, because we're probably going to have that above it, or below it rather. That's not bad. Just playing around with all the filters, trying to get it. Distortion, up highs. Up high, it's definitely making it sound. That's more controlled with the multi-band compressor. I'm quite liking that. Let's add a little bit more low back into it. That's cool. And we can have that doing stuff like move around in the stereo field. It's funny, as soon as you take that delay off of it, it really kind of changes into a different sound, probably more enjoyable. if we just take that sub out. What we could try doing is we could just quickly try putting a sub underneath that. I just want to try this just to give the chance to some other ideas, you know. I want to keep developing ideas. I want to show you how ideas just keep evolving. You may not just land on something straight away that's just amazing, right? So let's come over here. I started making some sub ideas, and I think the 24, this is one of the subs I made the other night. Needs to play a bit lower. Cool. So if we go ahead and arrange this, if do you like it, guys? That's pretty cool. But what we need is we need to do a few things. We need the kick to sidechain to it. So we need, and I don't know whether I've done this already in this series, but I'm going to put a compressor on this, and I'm going to go into here, the sidechain, activate the sidechain, activate it coming from the kick, which is there. And we are going to say, just go infinite, go instant attack, or maybe instant attack's not wise because it's going to click. And the release we can play with, but the threshold will pull it down. See hear the click? Not good. Actually, it's pushing that. Whenever the kick plays, it's pushing the bass out of the way, right? And now what we can try and do, that's all very confusing sounding right at this moment, is we can apply the same one. And what was this? This was a bit crazy, I believe. We can apply that same movement to the volume here. So we can go LFO2 on there, and we're going to go a bit crazy. And we need to. I'm just going to turn that off. And I don't think I want the bend on the start of it. So if we just go pure sub. It's just got this kind of attack, but now we just add that LFO back on here. See how we go with that. So a bit crazy. Again. Just turn this sub down a little bit because it's a bit. I'm going to bring in the hats that I was making just to see. We're going to play around with this and get the shakers working with it as well. Okay, interesting. Let's keep developing this. Let's see where it goes. I didn't mean to pull this up, but hi everybody, this is behind the scenes. We're going to go to Splice, and we're going to pull in a shaker that I really like, and we're going to play around with the shaker and see whether we can fit it in here. And the shaker is this one. So silky. So we've got it in there. I'll just pause it here. Okay, so let's listen to it. Right, obviously it's sped up. What we might do is we might go halftime. And it's all jumbly and weird, so we're going to set it on 16ths. We're going to go play it just through for 16th. try, let's try that. Not feeling it right now. Oh shit, we've got the subs playing over each other. I'm going to show you something really cool. Something I like to do. And sorry, I'm all over the place with this episode. I know I'm like going from one thing to another, but I'm going to show you something cool. We're going to be able to do some very cool stuff with this. Right, and then, so that's just doing it on this. Cool, so that's just Fab Fiddle Satin on the smudge preset. Well, not preset, but like setting. And then you go, boom, drive, and it does that really cool effect. If you put this on the master and you listen. And if you do it really well in time, kind of makes sense. So, there's a little tangent. But anyway, I really like the way that these two are working. Now let's duplicate this and see whether we can get, because I want to duplicate it just so I can do this. I want to like offset this a little bit and play them. Going to keep like offsetting it. Well, I like that one, right? I like that one. There's a little strange technique there, but cool. So I like that hit being there. Let's just roll that out and see how we go with that. So we'll miss it every now and then. Cool, I'm liking that. But this shaker, it's not okay in my book. What we might do is we might add MIDI. We might come over here. We might go to samples. Might go to bill hats. Remember that shaker that I pulled in? They're two really nice shakers, right? We're going to go and we're going to go drum rack. We're going to pull that in. We're going to go bang. We're going to go samples. We're going to go shaker. Get it in there. We're going to go shh. Come on. We can do it. And then we're going to shaker number 2. These are really nice too. I'm just going to chuck them up there just for the sake of having them because I really like them. Cool. We go boom, boom, boom. Control-Shift-M to create a MIDI clip. We double-click it. We go and scroll down. And we go 16th note pattern. And we going to change the velocities here. kind of change the rhythmic pattern. Whoa, that's intense and sounds really bad. But let's go shaper box and see what we can do with a shaper box. Shaper box, pop her on, go volume shaping, go in here to a slope. That's going to be like that. I'm going to go 1/4 time. And what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to do that. And then maybe I'll pull it back. And I'm going to duplicate the shaper box, going to make a second one. I'm going to change it to something like this. And then I'm going to go 1/. Do I want a bar? Yes, I want a bar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to position this one so that whenever the snare hits, the shakers get pushed out of the way. Okay, that actually doesn't sound too bad. I think we can make that fit in a little bit better, but if we pan it quite quickly, not digging that so much. That's really pumping out. And I know it's got a lot to do with the modulation that I've put on it, but I'm feeling like maybe that's better. Just going to roll that all the way across. Okay, so we've got all of this happening. We're pumping it with the volume shaper and we're moving it with the panner. Finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Gatekeeper. I'm going to grab Gatekeeper and I'm going to put it on here. Gatekeeper is a gating plugin. And now I can skip through here. All right, that's a really nice pattern all of a sudden. I want more. I want more bite in this sound. Put it before the compressor. Push the highs. Nah, sounded better the other way around. Just want a bit more high presence. Cool, the shaker's really nice now, right? Nice. Notice when the snare's playing, the shaker's gone. It's like the snare just cuts it off. Nice. Cool. What do we got? This is a bit lazy and not quite there yet. We might move it along. We might just quickly, I don't know how much more time we got on this video. I kind of don't want to finish, but I'm also conscious of the fact that, you start getting in a flow, and that's the point of making music. You start getting in the flow and getting in the vibe, and before you know it, it's already been 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever else, and I kind of have to stop for the length of the video, but let's roll it out. We've still got that other pattern there if we want it. Let's roll it out. Let's see what happens. Let's just pause that as well. Hat, shaker. And sorry, I know that I am moving really fast now, but this is how fast I move when I start getting in the vibe. And you need to see that because you need to know what you're going to be able to expect from yourself. Not saying that you're all going to end up, being super quick, and that's not always important. Any of you that watch Mr. Bill, you'll see how fast he moves and you'll be like, holy crap, how am I ever going to be that quick? I used to watch him as well and think that about myself. I don't think I'm as fast as him yet, but you definitely build speed when you get familiarity, so don't be intimidated. Okay, I like that gatekeeper on that pattern. It's not bad either, but I'm thinking I'd dig it more on this one actually, which is interesting, huh? The problem being is that the volume is just lost. So what we're going to do, we'll use a compressor to bring volume back, but also to control the dynamic difference. So we'll pull the threshold down quite a lot so that we get it triggered. So if we don't want the start of the sound to be quite as sharp, we can pull the attack right down. If we want to let the attack through, well, we would open the attack up on the compressor, right? So that's really jumping on it there. Let's try this. It's a bit intense, huh? What we could do is we could actually just try. Turn the compressor off. No. It's cool. How about that? Nice. Let's take this shaper box that's got the panning on it. Turn the volume off. But what we're going to do is we're going to reverse the panning. So when the shaker's on that side, the hat's on that side, right? Too far. Cool. All right, guys, we're going to have to leave it there. We've just sorted out a bit of a different vibe with the track. We're starting to see things come together. We're starting to see that that bass that we got up here is definitely cool. But, you know, we can do stuff like this where it's really working with that upper bass. That shaker's really doing it. Nice. Let's build a really nice groove. I'll see you guys in the next video.